And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, joined along by Mark Cavella, as we're about ready to get underway. This evening, Cheney Diamond Dogs are wearing their black jerseys with, looks like stripes on the shoulders and white pants. The Newton Rebels will be wearing their black jerseys, white numbers with gray pants and red socks.
Well, one thing, Frank, I was talking to some of the coaches on the Diamond Dogs, and they feel it's kind of a wake-up call what happened yesterday because, you know, they're a team with a lot of potential, of course. Runner-up in the World Series last year. They got the automatic berth. A lot of people are picking them to win the 2020 NBC World Series. So we'll see what happens, how they react. It's going to be we have presumably our best
wind blowing straight from out of the south. That means it's blowing towards left field, and it's blowing at about 17 miles an hour. Well, Clay Westbrook will be on the mound for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. He's a 6'3", 195-pounder out of Pittsburgh State University. His hometown is Augusta, Kansas. He comes in with a 2-0 record, a 2.70 ERA. He's appeared in 6 games, has started 2 games, has gone 16 2/3 innings, has struck out 16, has 4 base on balls, and has given up 11 hits. And the first batter that he'll be facing is Jack Sigris. Sigris is playing shortstop here this evening. Sigris comes in batting .329 for the Newton Rebels. And here's Westbrook's first pitch, called strike one by home plate umpire.
It's good to see behind the plate. The Colonel served 35 years in the military. He's back there behind the plate as an umpire.
That one is lifted into right field. The right fielder coming in. Barlett making the catch for out number 1. So a fly out to 9 for the first out. That will bring up the third baseman, number 55, Nolan Riley.
That's I really like Riley. He's done a great job. Like I said, he has patience. He makes the pitcher work usually. If he swings that first pitch, it's his pitch, and he has an approach that's very good.
So we have one down here in the top half of the first inning. Riley comes in batting .303 for the Rebels, as he's appeared in 11 ball games, has been up to bat 33 times, has 10 hits. That one lifted to the shortstop. Shortstop making the play at first base and not going to be in time. A diving stop there by Andrew Stewart as he moved to his left, came up and fired across to the first baseman, Sims. But safely is Nolan Riley.
And you got to realize anything from the left side, center field, they're going to be throwing against that wind, Frank. It's going to be holding up the ball, especially the outfielders trying to hit a cutoff. So it's going to be interesting right there to see what happens there.
It's going to bring up the first baseman, number 21, Lincoln Andrews. Lincoln, a left-handed batter, at 6'4", 215-pounder from Southeast Missouri State. First pitch is ball 1, so the count goes 1 ball, no strikes to Andrews. Andrews comes in batting .340 for the season, as he's appeared in 24 ball games, has been up to about 100 times, has 34 hits, and has scored 17 runs. That one missing low for ball 2. 2-0 to count.
And I was talking to Lincoln yesterday after the game, and he said he figured out some things. Him and Coach Rozelle talking, and I think he kind of went a little drought for him. He had a 14-game winning streak or a hitting streak till 2 games ago.
That's correct. That one missing inside for ball 3. So 3-0 now the count to Lincoln Andrews, as Nolan Riley standing on at first base as he recorded the first hit of the ball game. One down here in the top half of the first inning. Once again, we welcome you to Cheney, Kansas. And here's the pitch. That one right across the knees for strike 1. So the count goes 3 balls, 1 strike now to Lincoln Andrews. Andrews has a total of 4 home runs and 28 RBIs here for this season. 3-1 pitch now coming up by Westbrooks. That one lifted foul along the third base side. So the count will go full now at 3-2 to Lincoln Andrews, who's playing first base here this evening.
And one thing they're doing a lot, they're pitching down and low against him, if you notice on the inside, and And he's just getting around just a little late. I just think once he gets that barrel and gets his timing back, and that's one thing he talked about was his timing.
So it is full count now to Andrews. Breaking ball missing inside for ball 4. So Andrews will take his base. At first base, moving over to second base will be Riley. And that will bring up the designated hitter, number 17, Enzo the Boom Bonventry. Coming up.
Yeah, I was going to say the Boom here. This with this wind blowing to left field, because he's been pulling the ball a lot. If he gets that ball up in that airstream, we've seen what he can do with that, Frank. He just needs to get that ball and drive it.
Bonventry's a 6-foot, 210-pounder from Lake Erie College. His hometown is Detroit, Michigan. Bonventry comes in batting .319 for the season. And here's Westbrook's pitch. That one lifted to the right-hand side. First baseman just looking back, not going to be able to get to it, but the second baseman does go back and makes the catch for out number 2. That was Ramon Vingochet. So we have 2 down here in the top half of the first inning with 2 guys on base. It's going to bring up the right fielder, number 23, Joey Martinez. Martinez playing right field tonight. Last night he caught for the Rebels. And do you have what he did there last night there, Mr. Carve?
Yeah, I got it right here. Martinez he was 1 for 4.
Okay.
Had a big hit in the 8th inning.
Swing and a miss there by Martinez. And the count goes to no balls, 1 strike.
And Martinez is one of the 7 All-Stars, Frank, that we haven't talked about that yet.
Okay.
Rebel All-Stars.
You know more than I do because I haven't heard about it. So you'll have to tell us about that.
All right.
Count is no balls, 1 strike now to Martinez. We have Riley on at second base. Andrews on at first with 2 down. That pitch is in there for call strike 2. So 0-2 now to Martinez. He's going to have to be up there protecting that plate now, as there is now 2 strikes on him. So you say we have 7 All-Stars on the team?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and read them off here in a little while.
Okay. Clay Westbrook's pitch. That one missing outside for ball 1. So the count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Joey Martinez. Once again, if you're just now joining us, we welcome you to Newton Rebels Baseball as we have no score. And I'm going to check YouTube, make sure we're on. That one missing for ball 2. So the count goes 2-2 now to Joey Martinez. And here's Westbrook's pitch. That is fouled off there by Martinez. So the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It looks like we're good there, Carb.
So far, I think it's what do you think? I mean, do you think with this win it can have an effect? I mean, offensively, or what? What do you think? What's your prediction, Frank?
Definitely, I see a high-scoring game here tonight. But we got 2 good pitchers in there tonight, so we got the league-leading strikeout. That one called strike 3. That one looked a little high, but that's going to be strike 3 for out number 3. So Martinez goes down looking at the top half of the first inning for the Newton Rebels. They scored no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 1/2 inning play, it's the Rebels 0 and the Cheney Diamond Dogs coming to bat, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball as we go to the bottom half of the first inning. We have no score.
And Frank, I go through the All-Stars if you want to go through that now.
Might as well.
Aaron Bechtel, Zach Bravo, Joey Martinez, Ibiki Uchi, Lincoln Andrews, Enzo Laboon, and Jack Segrist. That's the 7 that was picked.
Well, congratulations to those participants. That All-Star game will be on July the 25th at X Stadium on the campus of Wichita State University. Zach Bravo's up there. He'll be facing Corrigan Bartlett, the right fielder. That's starting off for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. That one missing for ball 2. Low for ball 3.
Hey, Bartlett from.
So the count goes 3 balls and no strike.
Yes, from Mays, Kansas, 6 foot, 195, Wichita State University.
That one missing for ball 4. So Bartlett walks on 4 pitches. That will bring up the third baseman, number 2, George Speck. All right, didn't get a chance to tell you about Zach Bravo, but so far Zach Bravo has 1-1 for the season. He comes in with a 4.08 ERA. He's appeared in 7 games, has started 6, has gone 28.2 thirds innings, has struck out 45. That's a league leading 45, and has walked 14 and given up 23 hits. And now he's facing George Speck. Speck up there as the second batter now for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Bartlett walked on 4 pitches, so the count goes to no balls, 1 strike now to Speck. And here's the pitch by Bravo. That one fouled off right towards the dugout of the Dogs.
Yeah, and Speck, you remember 2 games ago, the first game, he had the 3 triples. You know, he's a switch hitter, 6 foot, 185, plays at Dallas Baptist.
That one